Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and this started me thinking. This is a tool to clean wool mats. And when I saw this, it made me think, have I cleaned my wool mat? Do I need to clean my wool mat? After all, my regular ironing surface that I had for years, I used to change the cover or wash that cover at least once a year. It would just get crusted with starch and starch alternatives. It would have adhesives on it, dye on it. So I did have to wash it. But since I had a wool mat for the last couple of years, I never thought about washing it. So I'm thinking if that's what my surface used to look like, my wool mat must also be getting dirty. But because it's gray, I am not noticing it. So I am going to take care of my wool mat, and I am going to clean it with a wool mat cleaner and a soap that's designed for wool and all sorts of delicate clothing. The product is called Eucalan, and it is designed for wool. It is a non-rinse product. So I'm going to be able to wash my mat with this and not have to worry about rinsing it. After all, I can't take my mat and just soak it and wash it. I'm going to have to dab wash it. So I've not washed my mat yet, but I thought maybe you'd like to come along and see how it turns out. So I'm going to clean my wool mat with this wool mat cleaning tool. This little edge has tiny, tiny little teeth on it. So we're going to be able to rub that along the top, and it's going to smooth out any of the imperfections and clean off some of that old lint. I'm also going to use that Eucalan. Now the Eucalan comes in different ways. We can get 3-ounce bottles, and we can get it in many different scents, and we can get these cute little pods. I found Eucalan available in most of our knitting stores where we're selling wool, but some quilt stores and fabric stores will carry them. But because I'm only cleaning this one mat, I'm going to use one of these pods. So I have about 4 cups of cold water. I'm just going to add that in and just mix it up and put in a nice clean cloth. So let's compare this mat before we start. This is the mat that I use all the time. It's a big mat, and I did get it from Mountain Mist. It's a good, thick mat. And you can see that this is yellowed over time. So here is a new one, and here's the area where I do most of my pressing. So we can definitely see a difference in that color. So I'm going to take that water and just gently wipe it. I'm going to keep doing this until I get that whole top so it has a little dampness, so I can give it a little scrub. This soap is rinse-free, so I can just kind of wash it. And I can see already where I am definitely taking out some of that stain. So I do have a little dirt on that cloth. That definitely looks a lot cleaner. It's not wet, it's just damp to the touch. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do some combing. I'm also curious to see if I'm going to be able to take this scorch mark out. You can see that iron shape where I wasn't paying attention, and my iron did start to burn that. So let's give it a wash and see if we can get that up. I'm just going to let this sit overnight and let it have a really good dry. Because I did not use a lot of water, it only really took a couple hours to dry, but I did let it dry overnight. You can still see a little bit of that iron mark, but it definitely is a lot better. Now, let's look at the whole board. This was the area that I did most of my pressing, and it definitely was discolored. Here is that original board. You can really see that this did clean up quite nicely. I don't ever expect it to come back to the original color, but I'm really happy with how clean this is. Now, I have vacuumed this many times to get rid of lint and little threads, but there is a tool that can really clean this nicely. It is a wool mat cleaner. This little area, if you feel it, it's a little rough. It has these little teeth on it. Those teeth are going to clean. This is not something you're going to use on clothing, but on a heavy mat like this, or even a rug, would be great for dog hairs. I'm going to put some lint on this mat, just like it would be as if we were pressing over time. We do have all of these little lints and threads that happen. I'm not even really pressing down, I'm just running it across. And it's picking up all of those threads and all of those loose fibers. So there's all of that loose thread and lint. Even on a new mat, they do get stuck and I have to pick them off because they just don't brush off. So this really takes all of those loose threads and lint off. So I could just go along and just clean that mat, and it's good to go for another time. Here's the water that I did use to clean that mat. You can definitely see some dirt, dust, and well, it's definitely dirty. So this is the cloth that I washed this mat with. And you can see right here where this was folded as I was washing. So the mat was definitely dirty. Do we need to wash our wool mats? I really don't know the correct answer to that. All I know is personally, I had to wash my ironing board covers often, and I dust my furniture, so all the dust would also be on top of this. Even though I did vacuum it every once in a while, I really think, in my opinion, it needed to be cleaned. So if you decide that you want to clean yours, be sure to use a soap that's designed for this wool. I didn't need to soak it, I just did that cloth and gave it a little bit of scrub. And for every day, well, this wool mat cleaner definitely will come in handy. This is going to take those fibers and all that extra thread off of the mat, and at the same time, I can use it on my rug. To clean or not to clean? Well, I think that's a personal question. Thank you for joining me today on my quest. Do I need to clean my mat or not? Thanks again. Bye for now.